Hello and welcome to using my KD Weight Loss Coach Weekly Calorie Planner. So this is going to be a really simple tool that if you've read it in my emails, any of my content, I'll talk about like how that if you're going out to eat dinner, if you're going out for treats and stuff like that, you should try and like plan ahead and think about what kind of calorie allowance you need. Now, all of this is not going to be a hard and fast rule essentially, but it's basically to give you an awareness like of if I am going to eat an extra 500 calories one day, how much will I need to eat on every other day outside of that? So say if on Friday I need an extra 500 calories here, how much will that affect what calories I need to intake on another day? But before we get started, to make sure this works and to make sure you don't interrupt anyone else's and you don't lose your stuff, first thing when you get this file, click File and click Make a Copy. That'll save it to either your laptop, to your phone, to your Google Drive, whatever it is. But basically, this is a live sheet and template that everyone gains access to. So if you edit this one, someone else's one will be affected. Vice versa, if someone else gains access to this, they'll delete your stuff. So when you come back to it, it won't be there. So click again, File, make a copy, and then off you go. And then the only other detail to remember on this is because Google Sheets are done in a way that they have special formulas everywhere, only edit my things here in yellow. Okay, so you have two lines that you need to look at. You've got your calorie target. So let's just go with a very typical female one of a lot of clients I work with, 1600. So if I type that in, that's 2600 calories. Try again, 1600, and 1600. Okay, so as you can see, all these bars here are 1600. If I click on that, target 1600 across the board. So let's say you're going out for dinner, right? And you might not know exactly the amount of calories you need, but you're like, I might need an extra 1,000 calories because I want to enjoy myself a wee bit more than normal, okay? So you're going to type in here 1,000 calories, okay? And as you can see, if you click on here now, that means you now need 2,600 calories on this day. And what you'll see along the bottom here is these other days have been altered. So normally you would have 1,600 calories, but to allow an extra 1,000 calories on this day, you would now need to eat 1,400 calories on every other day. Does that mean you should eat 1,400 calories just because you're going to have dinner? No, but it's to make an awareness that if you want to do small bits of saving, so you're only saving 170 calories per day, that's as simple as changing your slice of bread from the big bread to slightly smaller bread, from normal mayo to light mayo, from full fat yogurt to 0% yogurt. That's all that is, but it's giving you the awareness that's what it can be, okay? The other wee detail you need to make sure in here is don't fall into the mistake of having this empty because it does cause some issues sometimes. So make sure everything that's not being used is a 0, okay? So that's going to give you the idea of what you can do. It's also going to show you the extremities that if, for example, really common example with people is they go out, they do well Monday to Thursday, and then they absolutely spank it on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's just say I do 1,000 calories in all of them, right? This is how little you would actually have to eat to be able to facilitate that. No amount of steps, no amount of workouts, no amount of eating good Monday to Thursday will offset this amount of work. Even if we did 500, right? Even if we did 500, it's still a bit of a squeeze. 1,200 calories, 1,200 calories, 1,200 calories. I've had clients do this before where they eat 1,200 calories Monday to Thursday and they actually send it on the weekends. But 2,100 calories is not that much in the grand scheme of things when you think about it. A bottle of wine and a pizza, you'll probably come close to maxing out those calories just like that. So that's just for awareness. But again, this whole tool is about awareness, it's about perspective, it's about understanding how you can make micro shifts across the week rather than the usual thing is, I'm going to have dinner, I need to slash my calories the day before. No, that's not the way to go about it. As I showed in the example before, it can be 1,400 calories for every other day for an extra 500 to 1,000 calories on that Friday. So use this as you will. Like I said, it's a really useful tool for helping you to plan in your weeks, especially over the summer while it's busy, but again, all throughout the year as well. So if you found this useful, just drop a like on the wee video for me. Drop me a message as well if you can. It just lets me know this sort of thing is useful. And if there's anything else you really need help with, don't be afraid to book in for a call. I'll attach a link into the description of this video itself. You can book in for a free 30-minute fat loss audit, and we can basically look at what you're doing, look at where you're struggling, give you a plan, and you can go away from today and you have something to implement immediately. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.